an 8-step format, such as this example, Yoda's theme from Star Wars by John Williams. And in this sketch, you can see the brass are here. This is a sketch by John Williams. This is a very early sketch. This is not the stuff that we're looking at today. This is very, very early, as you can see. So horns, brass are written in here. So the orchestrator has to add dynamics, add slurs, maybe add articulations. I mean, it's going to move on from this point. But I mean, this is still needed in this kind of music, obviously, isn't it? The strings are here. So we have a melodic line, we have middle voices in here, cello bass, cello here, you know, notations, what he wants. This is an early sketch. Now this is another example. This is a sketch by Chris Young. Okay, this is a cue that I get from Priest. So the woodwinds are up here on this sketch. Just one clarinet written in here. Flutter written in one flute part. And certainly I would add to that, add a little more weight to that, right? And look, this is a very aleatoric section. It's just 4 pitches that the woodwinds can play freely. And he puts an arrow here, so it needs to include all these voices. Here's the little theme, or the theme, kind of a low theme that he also has played in the brass. Here's the brass and the timpani. Trombones here. So here's the theme. There are some dynamics here already. This chord, obviously, as you can see, you know, things have to be spread out in this situation. Celeste and harp up here, the same 4 notes, right? Freely moving between those 4 pitches, quickly, as fast as possible. Strings are here, and this is kind of interesting. Look at this. You see, you have the first violins. Now they're playing 4 different pitches, right? Between them, trilling between them. And here's the second violins, an 8th VA above the first violins. This is sort of a no-no, right? You know, often we tell everybody, well, you know, I have the first violins higher than the second violins. But, you know, this is what he gave me, this is what I did. This is what I did it. I mean, if it was a student of mine, I would say, well, why don't you switch it around a little bit? Hi. Yes. Come on in. Come on in.
So you didn't see any reason for that? For the second
No, I don't really. No, I don't really see. I mean, it's, as I said, I mean, this is an aleatoric part. Really, it's kind of matching up with this part. I would have had the violins in octaves, definitely, and I probably would have, or I would have added the second, you know, violas, you know, maybe an octave below this. I would have had the first violins playing this and the second violins playing this aleatoric passage. Because to me, this seems to be a little more important than that passage. This is, obviously, this is just background, right? This is a background texture. You know, often you can think of music in different textures, right? You know, if music has 2 textures, it's basically just a melody and accompaniment. If you have 3 textures, you've got a melody, a counter melody, and then you have accompaniment. So that's 3 textures. Some music has 4 textures, like a Bach chorale, you know, 4 independent voices, 4 textures. 5 textures is very complex. Complex music has 5 textures, different happening at one time. There's a few examples of it, but it's pretty rare.